What is going on? I'm Steve. Hope you're doing just, ridiculously awesome today. So I was looking at the year 1969. Everybody knows it for Woodstock and the Summer of Love and Peace and all that. But if you look at the whole year from start to finish, it had so many crazy hit songs. And so in this video, I put 6 of them together here. A couple of them, I think 3 of them were actually played at Woodstock, and others, the bands weren't even there, but the songs are amazing. So right there was Honky Tonk Woman by the Rolling Stones, and I've got songs from the Beatles, CCR, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Jimi Hendrix, and one other one, and I'm going to count them down from 6 to number 1, and the last one, number 1, is probably one of the most famous and popular guitar lessons on all of YouTube. So let's get right to it. All right, let's count them down for fun here. At number 6, you got a capo on the 8th fret, which is quite unusual. This one is Going Up the Country. Pretty cool right here, easy. It's in D major right here, and you just take everything off and put it back on, and you get that kind of rhythm. So you just got to practice lifting up the D major, putting it right back on and right back on off like that. Get a little volume control right there as you build up and swell. Then you go to a G7th. It's basically, G major, except you take that and put that high E string on the 9th fret. And you can lift them all up if you want to, but probably just remove that one like this. Then D major again, off, same thing. Then you go to an A7th, like that, but put this finger right there on the 11th fret of the high E string. So that's the 10th of the B and 10th of the D with the open A and G strings and that 11th of the high E string. Again, you're just lifting them up and off or leave them on there. Back to the D. And by the way, I should have said, I really can't stand this song. The guy's voice annoys me. At number 5, this one was played live at Woodstock. We're gonna learn the first couple riffs from Jimi Hendrix classic, Purple Haze. I remember learning this as I was just a kid, picking up guitar, and I just thought it was awesome. That kind of Jimi Hendrix chord right there. But it begins here in E flat, actually. You go down to the 6th fret of the E string, the low E string, and then 8th fret of the D string, and you do that. Very staccato kind of deal, so just lift your finger off right there or palm mute. Really, probably not palm muting. I'm using my left hand just to release them a little bit to let them go staccato. Just back and forth 4 times. And then it slides up into, really songs in E major right here. Or, I guess it's some sort of E. And it goes like this. Very cool. So you slide up to the 9th fret of the D string, then 7th of the G, and 8th of the B string, and now go to the 7th of the D string. Now you go to the 5th of the D, slide it up to there, and let go to the open D, and then slide to the 7th of the A string, like that. So all together. Fast. I've got a full 3-minute lesson on this whole thing and all the different notes, so check that out on my channel. But real quick, as a bonus, I'll give you that Hendrix chord. The easiest way to play it is play an E major and just add the 3rd fret of the high E and B strings like that. So go like this. Classic Hendrix. At number 4, this is from a band that did not go to Woodstock. It's the Beatles with Something. That amazing riff right there, and of course, something. I'll show you this chords in a second, but that opening riff, it begins basically in an F major, and the note is way up here on the 10th fret of the B string. Then you go to the 11th fret, but you got to bend it, basically the equivalent of right there, but you got to bend it. So like this. And bring it back down. So you give it a good bend, bring it back down to that 11th fret, down to the 10th, and then you go back to the 11th, 12th, 13th, all on that B string. So together. And right when it hits that note, it goes into a C major. So you just remove that first finger from the B string to make an open B string, like that. Then a C7, where you just take a regular C major and add the 3rd fret of the G string with your pinky, like that. F major. And if you use a thumb to play an F major, you can release that, which creates this nice little walk down. And then it goes to D major, G, and that's cool if you play a G major and then hit the open A string and then 2nd fret of the A string, like into a normal G major right there as a little walk up. And then you go to an A minor. It's not as hard as it looks. You basically play an open A string right here, and then 7th of the D string, 5th of the G and the B strings, and go like that, and then just simply walk this thing down from the 7th of the D to the 6th to the 5th to the 4th, while keeping these fingers right here on the 5th fret of the G and the B strings, like this. And then you just lay that finger flat on the 5th fret of that G, B, and D strings, and then somehow, however you do it, keep those things going on the 5th of the G and the B while getting that one there to the 4th of the D string. So it's all together. Don't wanna leave you now. I don't wanna leave you now. And then F major, that's like a B flat, G, C, and that's when it goes. Okay, at number 3, Crosby, Stills, and Nash played this song at Woodstock as their first ever live performance. If I'm correct, it's Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. To play it sort of, because they played it in E major, and if you put a capo on the 2nd fret, you play the same thing I just did, but you're in E major. So if you want to sound just like the record, you play it this way. So 13th fret of the G string, 12th fret of the B string, and then open D string. So again, it's like equivalent to E major, because they had all different guitars and tunings and some capos and stuff going on, but it goes like this. Like that. So you slide it up to that 13th of the G and 12th of the B. Then you go down 1 fret, go down another fret, same exact positions, and then you lay this finger down on the 9th of the G and B strings, like that, with the open D string. And then you go like that. You just sort of slap that finger down on the 11th of the D string, like that. Do it again, slide them up. Capo on the 2nd fret, you go D major, getting to the point, C, G, D, A, I am G, you are D, you are A, you are G, and you make it R, D, G, and you make it D. If you take off the capo, You can play it the whole song this way if you want to, but if you do it this way, it's E major, E, D, A, E, B, that's B major, I am E, B, that's still B major. I just play it with my thumb sometimes. A, and you make it E, and you make it E, and all that. And then after a bunch of rocking and crazy stuff, you know where it's going, which is pretty complex. I've got a full lesson on how to do all sorts of stuff in this thing, but you give it 2 good pops, and it goes into one of my favorite jams of all time in A, where it goes. Isn't that super fun right there? A major, B minor, D major, E right there. All right, as we work our way to number 1, at number 2, this is Honky Tonk Woman by the Rolling Stones. It's in G major. And you only need one hand to start this thing off with the open D string and the open G string, like that. If you don't use a pick, you can pluck them like this. Use that to stop it, like that. Or if you're using a pick, you can do some palm muting. You know, palm mute, get some percussion going. And then it goes like this. This is really fun. So it's in G major, but you know, after doing that initial stuff down here, you want to get into sort of a D major shape with the 2nd fret of the G string, 3rd fret of the B string. So those 2 notes, because immediately you go like this. The constant in this whole thing is that note right there. I don't think you ever lift that up on the 3rd fret of the B string. So you go to the 2nd to the 4th on the G string, a little hammer on twice like that. And then you pull that off. Little double pull off from the 4th to the 2nd to the open of the G string. And if you keep that B string on the 3rd fret rolling, it goes like this. Very cool. And now you take this finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the D string. And then you go to the open G string. I didn't really mean to hit the open D. Open G string. And again, that 3rd fret of the B string, just let it go the whole time if you want to. And that's the G string. And then same thing we just did a second ago. 2nd to the 4th on that G string. This time you're picking back down on the 2nd fret of the G string, open G string, 2nd fret of the D string, open G, 2nd fret of the G string, and back to the open G. So all together, real slowly, and then I'll do it fast. Faster. Then it goes into a G major, C, but right when it goes to C major, one of the guitarists is doing this. I've always loved this little thing. 5th fret of the D, G, and B strings, but you started off on the 7th of the D and 6 of the B, and you go, you pull it off to those 5th frets right there. So again, 7th of the D, 6th of the B with that 5th of the G, and go, and pull them off to the 5th fret of the D, G, and B strings, and then go like this. 3rd fret of the low E string, and slide it up to the 7th, and then 5th fret of the D, like that. So one more time. Song. And at number 1, like I was saying, this song is searched and played by a million people, whether they're beginners or advanced. It's Bad Moon Rising by CCR, and I did not know it, but they played this thing at Woodstock. It's in D major, goes like this. second, but it starts off with a D major, but the key is this bar chord right here, a bar chord D major on the 5th fret of the A string, and then 7th of the D, G, and B strings like that. And you give it a pop like that. Now you can see I'm not palm muting, but I'm using this hand just to release the tension on the strings, just to mute them like that. Ready? Like that. So the first one's staccato, the second one rings out, and then it goes like into an A major. And if you can play an A major, you know, using an F major shape on the 5th fret, like that, I use my thumb, and you hit the low notes, and then the high notes, and then you go down 2 frets to a G major, like that, and into a regular D major this time. Now you could go like I just showed you, or like this. But it doesn't sound that good because it just doesn't get those high notes like that. So once you end on the D major, it goes D major, A, G, D, D, A, G, D, G out to 9, D, D major, A, G on the D, like that. And when I went from the D major to the G major and don't go around tonight, I went open D, 2nd, 3rd, 4th to G major. Don't go around tonight. It's bound to take your life. You go. Let's see. That's a pretty cool lick. I'll give you some bonus ones here. You take that D major shape and it goes, don't go around tonight. So you take a D major and play it on the 7th fret, like that. And then add your pinky to the 10th fret of the high E string, and then it's bound to take your life, D major. And now you can add your pinky to the 5th fret of the E string, like that. And then A major, then G on the rise, D. All right, there are 3 or 4 songs, I think there's 4 songs played at Woodstock right there with the Beatles and Rolling Stones. Sing that one out. If anybody knows why they didn't attend, whether they didn't get an invite, I can't imagine the Beatles wouldn't have gotten an invite to Woodstock or the Rolling Stones. So let me know in the comments and tell me which one was the hardest or easiest. Give me more suggestions, and I'll see you around the channel. Later.